Hello, my friends and fellow traders. How are we doing on this beautiful day today? Thursday, March 27, 2025. Getting right into it. I'm touching up on Tesla again today. Oh, wait, first, I apologize. Yet again, I'm sorry, YouTube, my friends, my YouTube friend. Please like and subscribe. You have to say that. If you don't say that, the YouTube gods will come and curse you. Also, we have a Discord group. I can't even speak English today. We have a Discord group. Feel free to come on in, join in. I'm telling you, save yourself thousands of dollars wasting money on courses. Just very cheap Discord group. Come on in. I will give you everything I know in 4 years of being in the markets day in, day out. And having taken several courses myself, I can save you time, effort, and money from not going through that horrific process, which is meant to program your mind to think incorrectly when it comes to the markets. Now that that's out of the way, Tesla, my friends, Tesla. We are gorgeously been trading Tesla. Tesla, thing of beauty when it came down and smashed through all of our alerts. Go back, check out my past videos. I had one, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, where I was just mentioning on Tesla. Now's the time. It really is showing the sign that it wants to cool off. So we started setting our alerts, and all of them went off, but one down here at 207. It got down to like 217. So we were within $10 of really, kind of estimating on what kind of cool off Tesla was going to make. And it wasn't like I told you so. It was just hey, if I was to buy Tesla, I don't want to buy at $380 a share. I would buy down at these levels. And then I kind of marked it off, 310, 270, 230, 225. Those were kind of the levels I was looking to buy. And now, let's zoom in a little bit here. Well, looky here. What a thing of beauty. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? It came down 217, and now for the past week, it's been climbing up out of there. It's fighting its way out. We're already back at 280. You see how quick a turnaround that is? All that fear, panic selling, oh no, and then now you're instantly up $60 a share within a week. That's how fast price turns around. And it looks like it wants more. I have my ideas and what I'm thinking. My first level is that 310 area. That was a beautiful take profit there for me. And the other one is at let's say about 365, just above this little pivot point right here. Now, here is part of becoming a trader that can benefit you when it comes to your investments. Simply put, if you are watching the TV, listening to the news, looking at social media, everything online, it's going to be misleading because news always comes after the fact. Okay? Case in point. Okay? Up here, I'm zooming out again here. If you were to think Tesla's doing great, you're leading up to the election, Trump gets elected, he names the president of Tesla, I guess you could say, as a top dog in his, party of friends that are going to make things happen. All this is happening up here in the $400 range. So that was like a lead up to a euphoric moment of, oh wow, if Tesla's going to if the leader of Tesla is going to be in charge of big things in the government, that means that his company, Tesla, is just going to skyrocket through the roof, okay? That's like the narrative, the general narrative that is most likely being spoke about at that time online. And then since that time, it has just punished buyers and lost 50% of its value, okay, within a 2-month period following the election. So all that was just a selling the news type of event, okay? And when you understand that, you tend to listen less and less to anything you see online and the TV, because it's always after the fact. It's laggard. It's like a lot of indicators in trading. They are behind. They're telling you information that you already know. They're behind the times. They're not up to date present. And then, of course, there was something in the news the other day, I think it was yesterday, the day before, about how Musk is going to get back into Tesla and start, focusing more on Tesla and getting more in charge with it, taking the reins, so to speak, again. He kind of stepped back because he was doing things with the government, and now he's kind of taking the reins of Tesla again. Those were some news stories that were coming out the past 2 days. Well, that right there, that was after the fact too, okay? Because you didn't get that news that Tesla was coming back and taking the reins down here at 217. It was hush, hush, quiet, quiet. You weren't hearing anything about that. You got that news when it was at $280 a share. Do you understand how the game is kind of played when it comes to information that they give you and what's actually going on the price? That's why, just in my personal experience, 9 times out of 10, the price is going to be more of a fortune teller, so to speak, than somebody coming on TV and telling you what they think might happen with the stock. If you just look at the price, it can tell you what it's trying to do. And right now on Tesla, it's telling us that it's trying to dig its way out. Sure, we could go back below 217. But zooming out even more on the weekly here, okay, it's made its move down. Now is not the time to be looking for a short or a sell-off on Tesla. Why? It already made its big move down. It lost 50% of its value. If you were looking to sell something, you've already missed the opportunity. I personally am not looking for a sell on Tesla right now. I'm looking for a buy. We've already come down here and visited this area over here, this consolidation area. So now that we've tested it again, in my personal opinion, I'm looking for Tesla to move up from here. We came back, we visited that old friend, we said hi, how are you, how have things been? Now it's time to go on with our life. That is how I envision, or how I'm essentially playing Tesla at the moment. Zooming out even more, you have a bit of a trend here. So you're still on an uptrend. You might think that you're on a downtrend, but you're only on a downtrend for the past few months on this hard sell-off. In the life of this stock, you're on a clear uptrend. So right now, I'm of the belief that provided Tesla holds this uptrend, I'm looking for buys. Okay? I'm looking for buys. I very well expect price to come back down to 220, 225. Why would I say that? Only because just on a general experience note, when you have a slight bit of a trend identified and it starts moving away from it, a lot of times what price likes to do, and I was talking about this yesterday when I was talking about the Chewy stock, is you'll come down, you'll bounce. Okay, you've identified a trend line, and price a lot of times likes to come back and test that trend line to see how strong it is before it follows through and makes a move up. So that's why at the moment Tesla has showed, if I'm playing poker, to me, the way I see the market, Tesla just showed its hand this past week. Because let's go ahead and clear off all this. Tesla showed its hand to me. How did Tesla show its hand to me? We're going to zoom in even a little bit more here. Because Tesla, it came down 217, 220, and the reason it showed its hand is because whoop, it went up to 290. So that right there just showed me, hey my friends, hey world, the value of this stock is going to go up now. Whether you like it or not, we're going to try and go up. So when I see a nice push up like that, that's when I start getting a little bit of conviction and confidence, provided that our bigger time frame trend holds. So I'll start placing my orders below. I'm not going to enter today. I'm going to start placing my orders below. Even below that 217, I'll have an order. And this is of the belief that now that the market showed its hand, I'm not going to be impatient and buy today at 280. I'm not going to buy yesterday when they announced that Elon Musk is taking the reins back over Tesla. He's taking a charge again. Okay, that's to me a sell the news event. So they want people to buy here so that they can buy down here, because impatient investors and traders are buying that news now. And then a week from now, when Tesla is sitting at 230 and consolidating at 230, 240, they're going to be down 18% on their Tesla portfolio. And they'll be like, what happened? I thought he was taking charge again. I thought that he was going to, get the company stock go back up again. Why is my Tesla account or portfolio down 18, 20%? Because you bought off of that news instead of being patient and waiting for price to come to you. This is how I'm playing Tesla at the moment. I have orders below 250, 230, 220, even 210, below that 217, because a lot of times traders, they're convinced when they see a low like that at 217, they'll be convinced that's the low, that's it, it's never going to go below that. How do you know? You never know what price is going to do. So I always prepare that I don't know what price is going to do. I just go over what I've seen it do in the past. So I place my orders below, and as you all know, if we get these orders filled, my friends, we're not greedy. We're dumping off here and here. I don't care about an all-time high. It doesn't matter to me. I'll even get off here. So I'll be taking money off the table as it moves up. Just as I'm getting filled on my buys as price is going down, when price eventually moves back up to make that round trip maneuver, I'll be selling off my positions. I'm not looking for Tesla to get to be $1 million a share. It doesn't matter to me. I'm looking to buy at a value at a 50% discount in the 200 range and exit my position in the $300 range. That's 50%. That's gorgeous. Oh yeah, sure, I could hold it to 450, 480, make new all-time highs, 500, and I could double my trade, so to speak, on Tesla. Okay, I could get it over 100% on Tesla. I don't need those type of percentages when I'm trading the stock market. I'm happy when it gives me anything. Okay, you have to be happy and humble. So that is just generally how I envision Tesla at the moment. ARM just sitting steady, not doing much else. AMD, I have to take a quick peek at that. Look at that. Do you see? Okay, tell me you watched my AMD video from 2 videos ago. This is not me saying I told you so. This is just me giving myself more conviction and confidence because I knew I had the right idea. And when it pans out the way that you expect it to, it really knows that you're on the right track. And I love when things like that happen, because in our AMD video, Advanced Micro Devices stock from 2 days ago, it was up here, okay, at 112. And I said, well, I'm looking for it to at least come up here to 125. But I prefer for it to come down here, which is why we had drawn that out. And I'm not going to buy here today. I'm going to wait till it, starts coming down here. And 2 days later, the market showed its hand. What is it doing? It's playing right into our hands. Obviously, the market maker is not watching my videos because he wouldn't have let that happen. That's kind of a funny thing. But you can see that if you have a plan and you make a plan and you stick to your plan, when it starts going according to your plan, then you can start getting into a position. If you make a plan, stick to your plan, but the market doesn't go according to your plan, you don't take a position. Our plan on AMD is for it to come down here and start bouncing. Okay? We're buying down here. We're not buying 2 days ago when we made the video. We're not buying at 125 when it's testing that downward trend. We're buying down here off this trend, and we're holding to see if it can break that downward trend. So right now, AMD is playing right into our hands. So, beautiful movement. Tesla, I'm telling you. Tesla is a thing of beauty right now. It is looking gorgeous. Not for making absolute highs, but for showing its hand that the hard selling off is over, okay? And now it's time to punish everybody who has been shorting Tesla. You don't think that there's people been shorting Tesla? There's people been shorting Tesla from $20 a share all the way up to $400 a share, losing their shirts, okay? And now that they had that 50% move the past 2 months, you think they paid themselves? No, they probably didn't. And now they're convinced that Tesla's going to go even lower, and they're going to get punished again by Tesla making a move up. I appreciate everyone who watched my last Tesla video. That's kind of why, another reason why I touched up on Tesla again today, because I, got into my YouTube and I saw, oh wow, that had actually 23 views on it. Wow. You know, generally my videos 4 or 5 views, and I saw that one had 23 views, and I was like, wow, there must be some interest in Tesla. Okay, well, let me follow up on Tesla again. You know, what I was thinking. But that kind of proves my point, how it's best, even if you're only an investor, to learn how to be a trader too. Because if you knew that, you would expect, it wouldn't surprise you when price makes that type of maneuvers. And then when Tesla stock goes from 220 to 280 within a couple days, you're not, wow, it just jumped up like 33%. What's going on? Let me get on YouTube. Let me get online. Let me see what's going on with Tesla stock. Maybe I can get a buy. Okay, that all feeds into it, on how the markets have programmed you to think. You have to just step back and get a bigger picture and just sense what is really going on here. What is the price trying to do? That is what I have been doing in my tenure as a trader. It's just working on every day. I come to the chart and I just think, okay, what is price trying to do right now? Why would it be trying to do that? Okay, it's trying to go up. Why is it trying to go up? Because it wants to take some money that's sitting up at this level. Or it looks like it's trying to go down. Why would it want to do that? Because it's trying to take some money at this level. Why is it just going sideways? Because it's trying to build orders, okay? That's kind of how you have to start envisioning the market when you're first coming into this. I appreciate and love everybody who watched my past couple Tesla videos. The dollar yen trade, which is on board right now, it's still looking beautiful. We broke the trend. We're looking to exit off 154.6, 154.7, provided the 149.8 area holds as a kind of a pivot point low at the moment. Per YouTube regulations, please like and subscribe, my friends. Join the Discord. I just got it started. It's going to be a beautiful group. Excellent place to come in and kind of get some information. Be with me. You'll have me 24/7 at your service. I love talking about the markets, and I will see everybody later. Peace.